All right, I'm here in Memphis, Tennessee, and I'm here at Marlowe's, and I'm here with
Jane Mason,
Sandy Pichon,
and Duke Brando.
Now, I heard you told me that how many Elvis concerts have you gone to?
roughly 150.
So how did you? What inspired you when you first heard Elvis? Tell us about that.
I was 11 years old, living in Memphis, and Elvis had just bought the house over on Audubon Drive, and I lived about 2 miles away on Helene Road, and I would hear the kids at school talk about going over to Elvis's and how nice he was, and I didn't want to be left out, so I told my mother, I want to go see Elvis, and she said, for what? I said, I just want to go see him. She said, get in the car. So that was a fateful day for me. That was in May 1956, and I met Elvis that day. I met his parents, and I just went back after school many times, and often he wasn't home, but his mother would invite me in. She was very sweet, very nice, and it changed my life. Meeting him changed my life, and then I moved away, grew up, and didn't see him again until 1972. Did not reconnect at that time, but in '73 we did. And now he had not seen me since 1957, and he said, honey, I know you, and I know your name starts with an S. He said, Sharon? And I said, no, Sandra. But I mean, to have not seen me since I was 12 years old, and then to see me again in 1973, you know, and for him to remember my name started with an S, I thought that was awesome. So I became friends with the guys that worked for him, and was just accepted into the group. I had access to Elvis after the shows.
Wow.
I mean, I wasn't his best friend, I wasn't his girlfriend. He didn't call me up and say, come eat supper, but he knew who I was and allowed me to be present at these events, and so it was really special for me.
So when was the last concert, when was the last Elvis concert you went to?
May 31st, 1977.
And when did he die?
Baton Rouge. He died August the 16th of 77.
So you were saw one of his last concerts.
I did.
Okay, show us this picture. What's this picture of right? What's this picture of right here?
This is a picture of Elvis and me from May the 1st, 1975 in Atlanta, Georgia. I had given him a flower guitar during the show, and he got a really nice kiss. It wasn't a peck, it was a nice kiss.
I said, yeah, well, we can see that.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was evidently in Atlanta, Georgia, on May 1st,
correct.
1975.
That's correct.
So you wrote a couple books?
I did.
Tell us about it.
My first book, Raised on Elvis, Elvis, came out in 2004, and it's just a book that I wanted people to understand that Elvis was accessible to the fans, that he loved the fans as much as we loved him, and I just wanted people to know what a generous, kind, and loving man he was.
And when was this published?
2004.
2000. And now what's this other book here?
The second book, Elvis on Tour 75, is the spring tour of 1975, Jacksonville and the 3 Atlanta concerts. It has over 400 color pictures in it, and I took over 200 of them.
You took 200 of these pictures?
Right.
All right.
And it's a really special book to me because I wanted to show the magic of Elvis on tour, because he loved the fans, and he was so funny, and he cut up. He was just a great humorist, and he would look to see if you noticed when he did something crazy or something silly, you know. So he was an awesome man, and I just wanted people to know how blessed I was to have been even a blip on the radar of his life.
All right.
David, I'd like to make a gift to you of both of my books so that you can understand more fully what I'm talking about, the specialness that Elvis had and the magic of Elvis on tour.
All right. Holy crap, folks, look at this. She's going to sign him too. Look at that.
I try not to write another book.
You need to. You need to write another book.
So are you thinking about writing another book?
I am. I've been working on one. Actually, I'm working on 2. I'm working on one that's poems that I've written about Elvis, and then the other one is more of another show book, but it won't be like this.
Holy moly, folks, look at this. And his tour, and all the pictures you took. Now, how many pictures you said you took?
There are over 400 color pictures in this book, and I took over 200.
And you took over 200?
Yes, I did. The others were taken by Keith Alverson, George Hill, and Sue McCaslin.
All right. Well, folks, you know what? I never know what who I'm going to run into or what I'm going to get on this trip, and look at this. You never know. You just never know. Well, I want to thank you so much for those books. I'll treasure them.
Thank you. I hope you enjoy them as much as I enjoyed writing them.
You got it.